My father was in the Air Force, and he got me turned on to science really, really early on. We used to work on model planes together and the space shuttles, and I wanted to be a part of it. My thoughts of what I do is try to understand how the universe works and how big it is and what the universe is made up of. Those are the big questions that I'm trying to answer. So my research is all really about supernovae and the cosmos, supernova and the connection to the universe. These are stars, or they used to be stars, that die explosively. But there are two general mechanisms by which this happens. You could either have a really, really massive star that eventually eats up all of its fuel, collapses on itself, and in doing so heats up to the point where all of the material in it gets super hot and then eventually explodes outwards, causing a major explosion, as you would imagine. For other stars, they normally die just a sort of a subtle, slow extinction through becoming white dwarf stars, and those white dwarf stars just generally cool over time. However, every once in a while, a white dwarf gets a reprieve by stealing material from a binary companion star. And as it does so, it heats up and goes through that process again, where it eventually gets so hot that it thermonuclearly explodes outwards. Because these events are so rare, they happen once every 500 years, it takes a lot of searching to go about locating one. The idea is that you want to tie the events that you see in the local universe to the events that you see in the very distant universe and get some measure of the relative occurrences and environments in which they occur in. This is a much bigger question, and it's much more enriching. You begin to realize your place in the universe, and you begin to see the whole space of it all opens up. And I figured that it was just much more fulfilling to understand bigger questions and trying to answer that for humanity. To understand how the universe behaves has direct implications on how we view ourselves. And in the process of that pursuit, we learn a whole lot of things along the way. When you answer big questions, you usually get big answers, but you also find much more enriching questions along the way. Just over a decade ago, we discovered something that was amazing. The universe is expanding in its acceleration, and there's a brand new component to the universe that we never knew was there. It's dark energy. So already you have a brand new mystery from looking at distant points of light. I've been at this for about 20 years now, professionally, and I will do this forever, I think. This is A, the thing that I'm really good at, and B, something I'm incredibly passionate about. And I can't really imagine doing anything else. It's either this or baking bread, one of the two.